All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Heavy Reel Brewing Company, and they're out of Seaside Heights, New Jersey, and this is their Luvv, the key lime pie variant. So they're calling this one a sour ale with a lime and coconut. It comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed, time of review. And this can is approximately 3 months old. So a couple months ago, I reviewed another beer from them. They're thick, the electric red sangria variant. It kind of tasted like alcohol fruit punch in heavily fruited sour form. It was absolutely delicious. So when I saw this show up, I was like, I gotta grab it. Love key lime pie, love trying key lime pie beers, and this just sounds right in my wheelhouse. Now there is one discrepancy between the can and what it says on their Instagram and Untappd. This one says sour ale with lime and coconut, and on those two platforms it says it also contains vanilla. So I don't know. I typically will believe what the can says, but I don't know. We'll see if vanilla's in here. It says gently roll can for optimal drinking experience. I keep these upside down, but we'll do this little roll. Oh, look, there's the roll. Doing a roll? Is the roll cool? I don't know. It's gonna explode anyway when I crack it open. Doesn't matter. It's gonna go everywhere. It's gonna be fantastic. Anyway, that didn't spew as much as I thought. Curious to see how this actually looks. Oh, it's gonna gush out. See? Beautiful. Is that a chunk that just came out? What is that? Oh, it's fizzing away. This is a crazy color. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, what the hell? And the chunk fell in there? Or, no, it's on the side here. Is that like a pit or something? Oh my God, this is... All right, we're gonna pour the rest in here. Oh, there's chunks and shit, even though I kept it upside down. Okay, okay, this is looking gnarly. This is crazy looking. Holy fuck. Oh my God, I just cheated a little bit. I don't know if I should have. Holy shit. Okay, so this is the point of the program where I say, are these beers? And then we have an argument, and not really an argument because I say I don't give a shit. And some people are like, those aren't beers. And listen, this is not a fucking beer. It doesn't look like one. And what does that look like? That looks like some kind of like mixed cocktail with like chunks and shit in it. Yeah, that has this like gnarly like white, but it has like this off green color. It doesn't look like something that you would call a beer for sure. Hold it up to the light. Yeah, there was like a half of a finger of this bright white head that fizzed away instantly. There's chunks up here. There's chunks down here. There's remnants of the fruit puree, the coconut and the lime. You know, swirl up ahead and you can see the drippings or whatever. The drippings. Why do I say drippings? I don't know why I say drippings. The remnants of the pectin for puree. Yeah, so that looks absolutely fucking gnarly. I don't know what to think about it. Let's see how it smells. It smells like key lime pie. That's fucking just insane. And what, you know, I lose my shit a lot and can't believe it. Oh, this key lime pie, heavily fruited sour, smells like key lime pie. Of course it does, Joe. You know why it does? Because that's what they're trying to mimic. But it's still just crazy. It's like someone legitly blended up a key lime pie and put it into a beer with chunks and everything. It has that tart kind of key lime, just like you go in for a bite of key lime or smell it, like it has a nice tartness that kind of gets your nostrils. And that's what I'm smelling here. But I also get like whipped cream. I think there's vanilla in here. A little bit of like shaved coconut. But also I'm getting a slight minty character for some reason. I don't know. I'm also getting like graham cracker. They don't say there's graham crackers. Honestly, this just smells 100% like someone, you know, put a key lime pie into a blender and then, you know, maybe cut it with some beer and threw it into a glass. That's what this is. And I love key lime pie. So to me, this smells absolutely fucking immaculate. Amazing. Just smells very inviting. And I'm going to get into it. So cheers, everyone. Fucking delicious is what that is. Holy shit. And let me tell you right now, after that first, let me take another sip before I start. A lot of times I take that first sip, I say something, and I instantly regret it. Or I regret it, you know, 30 seconds from now. Let's go another sip. It's fucking delicious. And let me tell you the saving grace of this beer. The fact, and this might sound crazy, and like, you're gonna go, yeah, duh, but a lot of times this doesn't happen. The saving grace of this beer is that straight on low to like firm sourness I'm getting, because a lot of times these heavily fruited sours are just fruit puree on fruit puree. A lot of places will add lactose to it. So by the time you take that sip, it's cloying after like, you know, 3 or 4 sips. You're just like, oh man, it's just so sweet. Is it sweet? Yes. but it's balanced on the finish. And I just love when that happens, because then I'm able to drink the rest of this and not feel sick and actually, you know, enjoy it. Let's go body mouthfeel. The body's not as thick as I thought based on the look. This is like lower side to medium full body. So this isn't like super thick and like slushy or smoothie-esque. It's kind of more like the low to medium full range, which is still thick for a 6% beer, but it's not over the top. The mouthfeel, on the other hand, while it does have a nice, smooth, creamy vibe to it, it's more carbonated too, which increases for me, the refreshing nature of the beer and the drinkability. It makes it a little bit more enjoyable and spritzy. Just kind of, you know, on the palate, it's just not like you're drinking like, you know, a smoothie. It adds something to it. So I really like that the body's not over the top thick, and I love that the mouthfeel has some carbonation and is not just straight on, you know, super uber smooth and creamy. The taste, the best way to explain this one, the most, you know, simplistic way to kind of wrap this one all up is that this is a key lime pie that was blended up, thrown into a beer, and I'm drinking it. This is the definition of me of a dessert beer that I would actually drink for my dessert. From front to back, there's a lot of that key lime, and it has just a beautiful sour and acidic vibe to it. But then I'm getting the vanilla, which kind of mimics a whipped cream. I'm getting a little bit of graham cracker, kind of the base, right? The crust. And then they get a little bit of like a shaved coconut on top of it. And it just goes together so well that I'm kind of surprised at just how well and just how cohesive and well blended together this beer is. I think the sweetness all hits me in the front of the palate, and then on the back, that's where you get that sour acidic nature. This has a semi-dry kind of finish too. No bitterness whatsoever. I didn't expect it. This is fucking, so from a perspective of what they're calling this beer, basically a key lime pie, heavily fruited sour is what they're going for. They have fucking nailed this beer to a T. This is 100% a key lime pie, heavily fruited sour, smoothie sour, slushy sour, whatever you want to call these, right? Does it taste like a beer? Not really. I think on the palate though, on the finish, you do get that sour ale base in addition to the lime, but I'm not actually picking up any, you know, base kettle sour vibes to it like I do sometimes. So this does taste like some kind of cocktail or whatever, but listen, whether you want to call this a beer or just a beverage, this is fucking delicious. Like, this is absolutely delicious, and they have nailed it. So rating on this one, I mean, I got to be honest with you and say that I really can't find a fault with this one. It's not cloyingly sweet like it can be. I'm pretty much picking up on everything that they say is in here. I love that the body and mouthfeel are exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe not to the style or what maybe certain people are looking for, but for me they are. So like Heavy Reels love the key lime pie variant. This is without question a 5 out of 5. I didn't think I'd give this a 5 out of 5. I didn't think I'd even come close. I thought, you know, it'd be too sweet, maybe a little bit. And that's why you don't go into reviews with preconceived notions, because you never know. And I'm telling you right now, this without question is a 5 out of 5 for me. This is the best, or if not the best, definitely in the top 3 key lime pie beers I've ever had, because this is everything I want in kind of like dessert form. And it's actually balanced. It's not too over the top. And you don't see that too often, so a good job by them. Price point availability, this is where it goes a little bit wonky. It's $7.50 I paid for that can. Now, closer to Heavy Reel, you're probably looking in the $6 range per can. Would I pay $30 for a 4-pack of that at a 5 out of 5? No, because I would hopefully be able to buy a single can or two. Usually I pay between $6 to $8 for these beers. I don't really go over 8, so this is on the higher side of what I'm willing to pay for it. But I want to try, they have an orange creamsicle one out right now. I'd love to try that one. Maybe I'll grab it and give it a go, because this is this is the best heavily fruited sour I've had this year, hands down. It just does everything I want out of a heavily fruited sour. And availability, I have no idea. Do they have like, you know, where you can recycle? They do not. Some cans do. So I don't know. If you are in Western New York, you should be able to get your hands on Heavy Reel stuff. I think we got 3 or 4 drops this year from them so far. If you're outside of Western New York, I have no idea where they distribute. I don't know if you can get them on Tavor or any websites or anything. So if you see their stuff and you're outside of New York State, let me know. Did you pick up any of their stuff? What do you think about their stuff? Again, we have to take into account, anybody who comes to this review, take into account that this is, I know, doesn't look like a beer, kind of drinks like a malt beverage. I get it. But like for what they're going for and what they advertise, this is without question, a 5 out of 5. So if you've had this beer before or anything else in their Luvv series or anything from Heavy Seas, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about 6%. You can't taste it, didn't expect to. I'm going to drink the rest of that and just kind of sip on it for the next like half an hour, 45 minutes. Enjoy it as a dessert beer and love life. Till the next one. Cheers.